Hey everyone, it is Matt with ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. This is day 23 of rehearsals, or at least that's what it feels to me. I think officially it's day 5, but who is keeping count? But today was a nice and very long day. All 15 participants of the first semi rehearsed for the first time, and it's time to react to the snippets of the actual camera work, if you will, and then of course share my thoughts, and at the very end my personal winners based on the information that we have available. As always, it's limited because we haven't seen the whole project yet, and on top of it, these are still rehearsals. So let's jump right into it. Before we do so though, please do me a quick favor, like this video, and if you're new here, please subscribe, so we'll give you more and more Eurovision content throughout the year and years to come. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's talk Eurovision. So just so you know, I will not have the volume up much for these clips because, you know, the copyright fairy is going to come and get me. But you can watch them on the official Eurovision YouTube page and then come back here and we'll go through them. But for now, let me hit play. There we go. Obviously, Cyprus opening, and I will say Silia, she's the youngest participant this year. Pretty good stage presence. You can kind of tell there's a little bit lack of confidence almost. I don't know what the better word for it. I do like what I'm seeing. I don't like the dark green lighting in the dance break, and I don't like that they give us the dance break as the 30-second snippet because it's the least telling part of the performance, and it's just not something I particularly care for in the first place because that's just every other song has done these days. So that's a personal bias that comes in. So the lighting there is a little bit too dark. I wish we could have heard a little bit more of the singing. We got this tiny little piece of the chorus there, and as you can tell, the backup vocals are pretty loud, and that is fine with me because clearly Silia is dancing a lot, so maybe they just help to make sure that her voice doesn't sound off. And that is a smart thing to do, in my book. Would I call anything of this revolutionary? No. Would I say this is offensive in any shape or form? No. It's just fairly predictable because, you know, the dancing, dance breaks, singing. There are so many girl bops out there. I was hoping for a little bit more stand-out-ish, but the 30 seconds didn't give me that. Maybe that'll change when I see the whole shenanigans. Serbia. Such a pretty song. It's such a mood. And I love this overhead shot. You know, the spinning. It's pretty. And I'm hoping it's just, again, the clip that they have chosen to show us. The biggest issue I have here, I feel like I'm pointing out the bad stuff first, but just because that stands out to me first, it's because I know the staging for the most part because it's very similar to the national final. There's so many wide shots, and this is a very intimate song, and I need the cameras to be closer to her. So I'm sure this is just the way that shows the clip, and that's not going to be the whole 3 minutes, but that was one thing that stood out to me. I wish we had a little bit more, you know, closer relationship with her and Teya throughout the song, but the energy of the song just, it is so wonderful, and I hope that's going to be enough. It remains to be seen what the rest of the song looks like. Hopefully we'll have more of that, but that was the first thing that stood out to me. More intimacy. Please. All right. Oh my god, we're getting the dance break clip. Who would have thought? Although, I must say, this is a pretty cool part of the song. Which usually I don't like dance breaks, but here, this one, it works. It's more an instrumental than a dance break, though, I guess. Because he's not, like, doing crazy dancey stuff. Look, I see. The thing is, the staging is just great. It's fine. It's not, once again, something that is much to discuss because it's kind of like the national final that we've seen, just more grand for the Eurovision stage. So as Eurovision diehard fans, we want to always get this new crazy stuff, but Lithuania stays low-key with the staging. They know the song, they know what they want to do, and then the 99% of people who have not seen anything before, they will like it. So it's one of these acts I feel like they're ready. Like, if Eurovision is tomorrow, they're like, let's go. And that's exactly what I get here. So yes, it's not the most like jaw-dropping news that we see here, but that's not what they were going for. They just like focusing on the mission of getting to the final and getting a great result for Lithuania, and I think they're on track here. So I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing here for Lithuania, right? Let's play. Oh, that's right, Ireland. I forgot. What is this? I mean, look at that. They're giving us the first 30 seconds of the song. Clever. Very clever. And look at that. The witch just really... She's scaring us. She's drawing us in. She's putting a curse on us, and I'm here for it. Wow. I just... When I watch this, it's just so amazing. I can't get enough of it. That's how you really leave a mark. And yes, it'll be polarizing. A lot of people will find this off-putting and disturbing, but a lot of people will love it. And no matter how you feel about it, you will remember it. You cannot be like, you remember that song with the witch and the stuff? And anyone will be like, no, I don't. Of course you will. So that is a very powerful thing. And I do think that a lot of people absolutely gravitate to it. Now, we only saw the first 30 seconds. The first 30 seconds. This was already fantastic. Now, think about the other 2.5 minutes that are yet to come. Ireland, in this day and age, is an underdog at Eurovision. And this time around, they came to play and slay. And they may just well do that. So qualification to me is highly, 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 highly likely. I am in awe with what I saw. Wow. Absolutely, yes. Woo. Thank you. Thank you, Ireland. Next one. Beautiful golden staging. Flares in the back. Color scheme perfect, right? Yes, it's all golden. But it doesn't feel overwhelming at the same time to me. It just looks really pretty. I think this is a very beautiful, and I almost wish there would be some smoke on the ground to fill up the floor. That would be my thing. So I really like it. I will say, I wish we had... Why is not Alyona? We're getting I wish I would have used a clip where we can see them both. Instead, we're just going to get Jerry Heil, and I think she's going to be the focal point of this performance more than even like the national final. But they cleaned it up. Ukraine knows how to stage stuff and really turn a national final performance that is low budget into something really breathtaking. And I think they're doing that right here, right now. The thing that... And that's just a personal preference. Jerry High vocals have gotten so much better over the years. I saw her in the national final. It's still a little bit, especially when they hit those higher notes, it's not quite to my liking personally, but I can see how people would really gravitate towards that. And it kind of works with the song. So that's just one thing that stood out to me. But visually and vibey, this is totally going to work. So Ukraine obviously going to qualify, and we're talking about a really good result come grand final next Saturday as well. So yeah, Ukraine, no surprise, you nailed it again. I'm sick and tired of this. No, I'm not. Good job. Poland. Oh my God. Everything is happening here. It's funny because I said, listen, we're not going over the top. We're not bringing the screen effects this time. Trust us, this year, no screen effects. So instead, they went crazy on stage and brought everything with them. She's on a flippin' horse. It's like, it's the Old Spice commercials. I'm on a horse. Oh my God. Look, a lively debate happened during our live stream when this came on, and it seems my team was against me. They thought it was too much, too tacky, too much. I said too much twice. But the reason I said it twice is because I kind of disagree. Look, I know it's campy. It's a lot. But that's what I'm here for. I love these, like, oh my God, what is going on? I love it. We have rooks. We have costumes. It's like futuristic chess games meet crazy Red Riding Hood feel. I know it's just a random thing with the chess and all of that stuff, but hey, they found a theme, and I am just enjoying the visuals tremendously just in those 30 seconds. So I think I'm in the minority here, but I love it. I absolutely love it. What I think needs improvement are the vocals here. Shaky, especially in the beginning. It seems as Luna is really good with the lower notes, but the higher up, it's a little tricky. Somebody said she was sick, but they always say that, so no, come on. I think the best thing that the team can do is crank up the backup track. Not backup, there's a backup vocalist, right? They're actually there. Bring them up and bring them more together. The sound mixing here is not quite right. Listen to this, the little bit we got from Cyprus. It sounded way more full. And even though, like, Silia may have had also some bum notes there, you wouldn't tell as much because it just blends better. Here, the blending isn't happening. We need more blending vocally. But other than that, I like it. I like it. I don't care. Sue me. All right, next one. This stage is so green, and green is usually my least favorite color on screen, on stage. I mean, the other colors as well, but that's like the prominent color. And I'm enjoying it. You know, there's one disadvantage that Croatia has with the rehearsal clips. This song needs an audience, and we don't have that. When you don't have the audience, it feels almost like a little low energy, so I can already envision it. So imagine this, what you saw right now, but full with people screaming, chanting, dancing, jumping. It's gonna be a party, you all. And what I'm seeing right now, it looks great. It's very much what we saw in the national final, but you know, making it just more workable with the big stage, and I am here for it. Yes, this particular clip may be a little dark in certain parts, maybe a little bit too dark. Bright it up a little, but the energy is already there. Baby Lasagna is giving his all. I just love it. I just love the energy, and we haven't even seen the best clip. I know there are going to be plenty of pyros and effects. We got some smoke, but that's about it. Ugh, it's going to be great, y'all. The little things that I nitpick on, they'll be fixed. It's a rehearsal. Remember, it's a rehearsal. So now I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. So Croatia. Okay, Hera Björk. Look at her. I mean, she is standing on stage with the confidence, I've got this, I got the winning song, and that's how I'm singing it. She has this ease and confidence about her on stage, because she knows she sings so well, and she is a pro. She's been doing that for so long, and I find that so endearing and so likable. So I just love Hera Björk to death. Look at her. Oh, this is like, that's a pro. That's an artist. That's a true individual. I love her. You know, the staging is what it is. You know, the song is pretty old-fashioned and dated, for the lack of a better word. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. And I don't think the staging itself will make a big difference. It's golden, you know, again. You know, I think we had that with Ukraine already. So I don't necessarily think there's anything that Hera Björk could have done with the staging. The staging is fine. You know, nothing to really say. We didn't, based on the 30 seconds, at some point she'll come down, I'm sure, and then do her thing. But yeah, there's nothing to point out except Hera is the star of the show here. And I am so smitten by her. And the rest of the staging is just there. It's fine. Again, it doesn't blow my socks off, but I'm certainly not upset. I think they're just doing what they're doing. Okay, next. Slovenia. Okay, so this is another clip where the choice was made to send this big end note, you know, the big high operatic part. And let me listen, she sounds so good. I mean, even though I wouldn't have chosen this clip to kind of promote her song or her snippet, it just highlights how good she is as an artist. And usually I'm not a big fan of interpretive dancing, that kind of stuff, yeah? But here it works. They work well together. It seems very flowy and nice. The staging is a little brighter than I anticipated, but it's only a 30-second snippet, right? The backdrop, I wouldn't say it's like the most memorable one. It's just cloudy, smoky stuff. I don't know if I would have chosen that per se, but it's also not offensive. It's just kind of blends. It didn't stand out to me like I can take it or leave it kind of thing. She sounded amazing. I said, this is probably not the part that I would have chosen for the recap, but I'm not on the Slovenian delegation. So overall, it was fine. It was good, and it just really keeps us in suspense because I want to see the rest. The best is yet to come when it comes to Slovenia's performance. That's what I think. All right. Let's move on. You know, I'm very unhappy that they chose the first 30 seconds of the clip here. I liked it with Iceland because it made sense, but here it doesn't give us anything because we know the performance, right? He comes out of the egg and like, I'm a baby. Gives us the illusion that he is naked. So, yeah. and we don't get the vocals. I was really curious about the lead singer's vocals here, how it sounds. We get a little bit here right now. Just like half a second at the very end. This will be really quick. Like what we saw in UMK, same thing. And that's it. Yes, you have those cracks in the eggs, that was new, how they light up, but other than that, it is what it is. So I cannot comment on this because there's not much happening. And regardless of what you may think of the song, the staging seems to be kind of just, coming along, and we have to wait until the dress rehearsals to get more of an idea. All right, next. Oh, Moldova, that's right. She couldn't bring her dancers, singers with her because, budgetary reasons. The backdrop is quite pretty with the wings, right? Although it looks a little bit like window maker quality. But it looks pretty. That tree is really pretty with the lights and the golden streams there. Once again, I sound like a broken record, y'all. But once again, not the clip I would have chosen. The big operatic part is my least favorite part of the song as well. But I will say something positive here as well, is that new revamped version, nicer. I like there's a little bit more of a beat to it, and also I like the violin part sounds more clean and full, and that sounded quite good, and she sounded good. And yes, they have cute little backdrop action there. It's not quite as innovative as the stuff we have seen from Moldova over the past few years. It's not bad. Once again, similar to what I said about Iceland, I don't necessarily think this is anything that's going to change the course of Moldova's fate in this semi. But I'm also not offended by it. I just, it's just, they rely on the backdrop, and that's it. And that's nice, but I don't think the song is strong enough for us to be like, okay, that's going to be enough. And it's unfortunate, but it's just a reality. Next, Azerbaijan. I love this part, the wailing part. It's so pretty. Oh, I'd be fine with him doing that for 3 minutes. This is actually really pretty, the colors, because it's not just black and white. There's some purple in there, dark purple. And this is really pretty, the glittery confetti effect that's coming out of the hat, on the backdrop. So staging, I actually like better than I thought in terms of the color schemes. I'm sure there's more colors. Some people in the chat live stream made a really good point, and now seeing it, I agree, is the staging, even though with the two big hands surrounding him at this point, I'm not sure they're going to be the entire time, it still feels really empty. And that may be a thing, the camera work, too many far out shots. And that is a little bit of a concern to me. I also wish, maybe he's holding back in the rehearsals. It's too soft, his voice there. It's just, I need a little bit more energy behind this. So, but this is a rehearsal. This is a rehearsal. I say it 15 times until we all remember that this is a flippin' rehearsal. So there's a lot going on there, but this is more like I'm withholding final judgment until I see the whole product. There's a lot of good stuff that I saw, but also a few things. Let's wait. Let's wait. All right. Next one. Australia. The swirly stars in the back. No props. It's really just like them standing, singing, walking around. I love that they have real backup vocals. Oh, they have both. The didgeridoo sound that's newly added, love it. Not that's going to make or break the performance, but for us who have seen all of this many, many times and listened to it, it's nice to get this little tiny element that we didn't have before. And it's cool for viewers. Oh, look at this strange instrument. The sound mixing was not right here, right? The backup track and the lead singer's vocals just did not match at all. Hopefully they'll fix that, because that's a big concern of mine, that this just felt off to me. It wasn't bad vocals, it just was off together. The sound mixing was bad. I will say this particular clip does not really showcase any sort of energetic movements either, because that's what I was under the impression. They're going to be a lot more like moving and fun parts and bringing the song alive. The clip did not really show me that this is what's going to happen. So I was a little underwhelmed by this particular clip, and hopefully they'll change my mind come next Monday when we see the full first dress rehearsal. All right, next up, Portugal. Portugal. All you have is black and white, right? Black backdrop with lights, white lights, and white outfits. And it is so effective. Ooh. I mean, this is how you give us a good rehearsal clip. I didn't even say much right now because I'm always so drawn into this when she sings. It's just like, it's her passion and conviction behind the performance that just really gets to me every single time. This is beautiful. The whole cube coming down, right, enclosing it a little bit more, making it even more real and close up. Very effective. And the dancing is really just so good with the music. I'm still not a fan necessarily of the nets that they're wearing over their heads. I think without them, I would have preferred that. But this is just a minor thing here. That's a personal preference. Does not have any impact whatsoever on what I just saw, which was just perfection. This is beautiful. And the fact that Portugal is barely considered a qualifier now is a crime in itself. This will easily go through, and the jurors will eat this up in the finals. So, yeah, this was a beautiful performance, beautifully staged, and Portugal, you're a player at Eurovision now, and better get used to it. You make a song that is melodically not as accessible to foreigners, very accessible. So, wow. Just wow. Next up. Luxembourg. It's so weird to see them. Good weird, but still weird. I will never let you know. I like this song. The melody just gets to me. She changed her outfit. As you can see, she had like a black bodysuit. Now she's wearing something more red. This is way better. Some people complained about her hair. I like it. Yeah. So we get some pyros there. So I will say this is a fun, nice ending, right? It's a very like comfortable, fun, upbeat girl bop, if you will. It's not rewriting the history books in terms of uniqueness, style, looks, feel. But you don't always have to do that. I think in terms of like the vocals, the visuals, this seems like a very likely qualifier. I think the story in the finals may be different, but in terms of semis, nothing to complain about. I find it was a very solid, good performance. So if I had to rank it, I would put like good. Everything felt good. Nothing really made me like jump out of my chair, but nothing would make me go, okay, you messed this one up. So yeah, I think Luxembourg, I'm happy. All right, my friends, let's just real quick wrap this up by picking my personal 3 winners. And by winners, I mean we cannot really get too detailed because we only get 30 seconds. So you can also call them my biggest surprises of the day based on what we saw. And in 3rd place, I am putting Croatia. And yes, I had a few things to point out, you know, but overall, this is going to look so good because I'm envisioning the audience in there and I see jumping, and Baby Lasagna gives us energy without the audience. So bringing that in is going to be amazing. It's just going to be fun. This is just absolutely pure, unadulterated fun. And we need this in the finals and high up on the scoreboard. I think Croatia, you're fine. You're fine. This was great. And once we get the whole thing together, I am even more hopeful. The second best surprise of the day, I'm going to give it to Portugal. I think this just looked so beautiful and so heartwarming and powerful. I said it before just a few minutes ago. This is not an easy song to get into if you're not used to that kind of music, and yet here they are just really like, this is how you like this. And we do. We absolutely do. Oh, Portugal. Wonderful. The country that I'm putting in 1st place, though, and it's still thinking about it, it's Ireland. I can't get enough of it. I'm obsessed. Absolutely, officially obsessed with the staging and everything about the song. This is Ireland's shining moment, best shining moment in 20 years, I would say, at the contest. And I understand polarizing entry, polarizing choice, but polarizing isn't always bad. A lot of people will remember this and vote for it. So, Ireland, even in the unlikely event you will not qualify, take comfort in knowing that you are giving it your all. And we've only seen 30 seconds. This will blow your socks off. This is why I love Eurovision. This is why I want this to do well. So, Ireland, clappity clap clap. Beautifully done. Those are my top 3 based on like my best surprises. Who did you put up there? Let me know. It's okay to disagree as long as it's respectful. Thank you for watching. I'm moving on, and I'll see you in the next video.